Hey friends, my name is Jake. Welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge. And this week's been busy so far. It's Thursday morning as I record this. Been busy going to, first the city north of us, almost an hour for medical appointments, then down to Calgary for medical appointments. Been busy. My wife's got another medical appointment downtown Calgary tomorrow. So I'm going to go with her. But hopefully we'll be back in time for me to do some more work, unless I can get this edited really quick on Thursday evening. Probably not. We'll see. So you'll probably see this on Friday evening or maybe Saturday. But I've got a little unboxing. My very first knife from Vosteed. Haven't reviewed any of their stuff before. And we've got 2 QSP knives. And I've got 4 more knives in my possession. I'll record a different video for those. And let's take a look at these. What do we got? Now, I still buy most of my knives from White Mountain Knives in the USA. But all 3 of these knives that we're looking at today, they're all available in Canada and fairly close to at par, once you factor in the exchange rate and stuff. So Canadians, yes, you can get these knives without having to get them shipped across the border. Americans, White Mountain Knives is generally your best bet. You get 10% off with coupon code CCE for Canadian Cutting Edge, and you get free shipping in the States and stuff. It's just cheaper. You guys can save money there like crazy. In Canada, we got to pay for shipping, and then there's a lot more taxes and stuff up here as well. Anyhow, what do we got? This one is the LBRY. QS144, this is color code B. So let's open this up. Nice boxes from QSP, I like that. So there's a sticker, there's the LBRY description card, and nice box, foam with felt on top. Very well presented in the box without being overly expensive. Here's the LBRY. I've got it in G10. I think it's only in G10. $59 US for White Mountain Knives. That's before your 10% discount. In Canada, it's about $79.99 Canadian. So 80 bucks Canadian, 60 bucks American, but in the States, you guys get to save 10%. Hopefully, one day I'll be able to create a relationship, an official relationship with Blades Canada and be able to save some money, get you some discounts there, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Every time I've contacted them so far, I've not gotten any responses, at least as regards to being a reviewer. This knife, it just looks like a typical candy bar shaped knife handle and stuff, but we've got some special stuff going on. One of the things that you can see right away, we've got right and left pocket clip, but we've got a space holder in there. Really nice. I've been talking to QSP or suggesting that kind of thing to them for a while, and that's fairly well done. I really like that a lot. It's almost an accent point, but at least it's nice so that it's a nice finish over there. Lanyard hole back here. We've got inset liners on there. It says 14C28N right there, so that's a really nice spot for it, so it's not on the main bevel of the knife. And you can use it as a normal flipper without it sticking out too far, pretty much a normal flipper, or an end flipper. So you can end flipper it. There you go. You got horizontal sanding lines, a little bit of a drop point, belly, and then a straight cutting section, a little bit of a sharpener's choil right here, and forward grip. Lock release on a liner lock that sticks out a little bit. Lockup's quite nice. Blade play, everything that's quite nice. Alignment, it's not perfect, but it's quite nice indeed. The QSP logo on the pivot pin looks great. Nothing else on the blade at all. Just right there, that 14C28N. I like that. We do have, to take it apart, you're going to have to take off some T6 screws because the T6 screws are holding the G10 onto the liners. And then inside is where you've got a screw that's holding the liner together on that spacer there. But QSP does use good quality steel screws. I've not had a problem with their screws stripping out all that easily, although, oh, that's just a little bit of schmutz in there. Because these knives have been taken apart once in the United States by my friend Dave, so he could send them to me, and then I put them back together again, and he uses drive grip, this stuff, when he takes the knives apart. It's an anti-cam out fluid. I call it anti-strip your screw fluid, because it helps stop that from happening. Of course, satin finish, which means my fingerprints stick on there. You got the fingerprints right there already from when I did the side-to-side test. The thickness on this edge, not bad. We'll see when I go do the full test of it. But I like this. I like regular flippers. I prefer thumb studs, but regular flippers, that's quite nice. I don't tend to do the end flipper thing. I don't know if you can see it or not. I got a bunch of injection points. I got some prolotherapy done on my thumb. My arthritis in my hands is worst in my thumb, and it's in my right hand. And even though I grew up left-handed, I became very strongly right-handed because I've got 3 older brothers, 1 older sister, and they were all right-handed. And I couldn't get a left-handed baseball glove. I couldn't get a left-handed hockey stick. My family was too poor for that, so I taught myself how to be ambidextrous. And with most knives being right hand optimized, I've been playing with knives in my right hand an awful lot, and I think that's wore out my thumb quite a lot with the arthritis. But quite nice. Oop, get your other hand out of the way then, Jake. Quite nice knife, good action. And yeah, this is pretty plain looking with the blue G10. I think, what is it, 3 or 4 different colors this comes in? You can also get it in shredded carbon fiber, if I remember correctly. And the shredded carbon fiber is not that much more money. I just couldn't find one of those available. The day I ordered these ones, there was just some G10 ones left. Feels nice in the hand. It's quite light, quite user-friendly, it feels like. We'll see when I actually do the review of this guy. So the QSP Lark. The other QSP is this guy. It's the Canary Folder. I reviewed the Canary, what was it, a year and a half, 2 years ago, something like that. I got the Canary prototype from QSP when I went to Blade Show a couple summers ago now. And they decided that with all the success that design had, that they were going to make a folder version. We've got thumb studs for this folder version. I got the Ultim. I wanted to see what the thrill was with the Ultim. Everybody's, talking about how great it is. And it's not that special, really. Ultim has been around, since the 80s, around 1980. And it's a good material, but it comes in a range of this golden yellow to a darker brown, just that one color range. That's all you can get, just the nature of the material itself. That's quite nice, the action on that. What do we got here? Again, nothing written on the blade at all that I can see this time. You've got your QSP on that pin there. This is, let me double check. I'm going to hold it closer to my eyes here. Yeah, I can't see anything there. I think it's 14C28N, if I'm correct. And you get it in the G10 and Ultim, $41.95 US before the discount, 10% discount, or $56.99 in Canada. And it's a smaller knife. It's thinner, certainly definitely thinner than 1/2 inch. Again, we've got that spacer on this side. This is more like polished, and this is more like a brushed stainless steel look. Since everything else is polished on here. But then we've got a stonewash finish on the blade, and the blade is very much like the original Canary. I think it's under, I don't have my measuring tape right here. That's got to be under 3 inches. It just has to be. Stop pin, very traditional design here. good lockup, good lock release, good detent. I like thumb studs. Let's see how, yeah, the thumb stud's easy enough to access on the left side. Yeah, decent knife. It looks and feels quite decent. Of course, the traditional or very typical pocket clip that QSP does, it ends in an upswept thing instead of flat on top. It's just the way QSP's been doing them, but they tend to be quite nice without being hot in the hand at all. So there you go. Those are the, let's put them back right up here. Those are the two QSP knives that we've got on hand right now. And I'll be reviewing them as soon as it is time for me to review them. I'm not going to make any promises, but they are going to be reviewed fairly soon in full detail. The Vosteed that we have, I got a mini nightshade, the mini nightshade, and that's with Nitro V, G10. I think you can get it with, I think it's only in G10 actually. $59 US. Let's see, is this the side that I opened? No, this side. It's the side that's open. And this was in there. Now, I'm not sure if this came, I should have asked him if this came from Dave or if this came with the Vosteed. I don't remember. I mean, I didn't check. I can't remember something I didn't know, right? But here's the, let's see what else we got in here. We've got a couple spare springs for it. We've got, of course, sticker. Oh, Blades Canada. I didn't order this from Blades Canada. If I'd ordered this from Blades Canada, it would have come straight to me. No, this didn't come from Blades Canada. Did it? Am I a complete and eternal head case? Because I rarely order knives from Blades Canada because they don't give me a discount. Over at White Mountain Knives, they give me a reviewer discount, but it says Blades Canada there and Blades Canada there. I must have bought this guy from Blades Canada. No, okay. I'm definitely a head case. I've totally, it slipped my mind just now. It totally slipped my mind. This knife, the mini nightshade, comes from one of my viewers. One of my viewers wanted to thank me for doing Canadian Cutting Edge, and he ordered a knife for me over the holidays, and there was a bit of a mix-up, and so then he ordered me another knife. Something happened the first time. So yes, this came from a viewer. No wonder it says Blades Canada. So you can definitely get this from Canada. In Canada, like I said, this is $79.99, did I say? $59 in the United States at White Mountain Knives before your discount. $79.99 or $80 Canadian in Canada for this. We've got a pouch, a little bit of a spot to put a patch. So it's got the Vosteed patch just on there. And microfiber cloth from Vosteed. Oh, nice orange... oh, why did I keep forgetting what this fabric's called? Anyways, very durable fabric. Let's move these things to the side. So this either came from that viewer as a gift that he tied up, or it came from Vosteed. I don't know. It matches the blue. So I'll have to ask that viewer, or maybe you already know because you've ordered knives from them. It's a smaller knife with a crossbar lock, access lock, whatever you want to call it. A little bit of residue on that. Yeah, that's just some residue. It's not important. That wipes off so easily. So very easily. Stonewash blade again. Thumb studs. And of course that crossbar lock. Pocket clip is right or left. So that's kind of nice. And let's deploy the blade. Ooh, that worked very smoothly. That just wants to fall open. It's solid. Left to right. Of course, there is a larger version of this knife as well. I have a thing for smaller knives. I really do like smaller knives as long as I can get a decent grip on it. And this feels quite good. I can get just barely my 4-finger grip on this. Rounded spine, I think I'd like some jimping up there, but get a decent grip on it, yeah. Decent, you know, sort of leaf-shaped, drop point shaped kind of blade. Bit of a belly all the way along. Quite thin at the edge. Nice small badging for Nitro V right there. And Vosteed right there. I don't mind that. That's not too big. That's not obnoxious. And T8 screw here. And these are what are those? Those are T6 screws, for sure they are. Let me see. Yeah, T6 there and T6 there, but yeah, that's got to be T8. So yeah, this is my first Vosteed knife. Let me see. Yeah, it just has a small subframe. The metal subframe gets held on between these two screws, and this is all just G10 back here other than the back spacer. Wonder if that's just aluminum. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out when I do some more research on it. That feels pretty cool. So yeah, the mini nightshade, the canary folder, and the lark. QSP likes doing animal names, a lot of bird names for a lot of their knives. And this is from their bird name series, the lark and canary and nightshade. Nightshade's a plant, isn't it? Yeah, nightshade's a plant. Anyhow, that's what we got today. Thank you very much for the gift. I appreciate it an awful lot. Those of you who support the channel through monthly gifts of as little as $2 US per month or $3 Canadian a month, which is the most of you that help me out with the little gift. That's generous of you, even though it's not a huge dollar amount. It just means a lot to me. And I thank you for those of you who help me out. Thanks for watching this little unboxing video. Well, it's not that little. It's going on for a few minutes now, isn't it? I appreciate it an awful lot. And remember, friends, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb.